Welcome to your third fan-requested Friday matchup of the week. This is a dandy, I have to say. Dorian, 97, versus Ronnie, 97. This is the 97 Mr. Olympia event. Dorian Yates, this was his last time ever competing, infamously. He did win this event, much to a lot of people's disagreement. He wasn't in his best shape at all, as you can see from the front relaxed. Look at the midsections, guys. Ronnie Coleman, clearly the winner in this position. The lags were downsized for Dorian, in my opinion. He was heavier, but I think that was due to the midsection. His back was decent, as we will see. But is that going to be enough? And you can get yourself into trouble judging a matchup like this one. Ronnie Coleman placed 9th. And if you're going to pick the guy that placed 9th over the winner of the event, you're definitely going to get some criticism right out of the chute. But then, of course, as we get into the poses, if you're going to vote for a guy with no meat hanging off that bone in the front double bicep pose, then you're definitely going to get some criticism. I would criticize myself. Yes, it is one pose, but it is a very important pose. And like I said, those lags, a little bit downsized for Dorian. Ronnie Coleman, his quads are huge. Of course, Dorian and the calves definitely winning there. But still, look at the arm difference. Coleman, just a Hostetler, a horse. And the biceps, triceps, and Dorian looks like he is in pain. Just what a display. Food for thought here, though. Dorian winning in the lats, things of that nature, V-taper. But still, not enough. Dorian easily takes this pose. Now, this is Dorian's pose, the front lat spread, and he should easily be getting this one. Thin skin, conditioning, things of that nature. He does look better than Coleman, but Coleman, as far as the silhouette, the lats, he's almost as good as Dorian. Now, I say almost, I don't know. Dorian's lats are quite Dorian-esque, but Coleman sure looks good. He's not taking the beating that most of you probably would think that he would take against Dorian Yates in the front lat spread. But anyway, guys, out of the first two poses, including the front lats or in the front relaxed position, Ronnie Coleman definitely getting an edge, and that's not arguable, guys. It's a fact after you look at that front double bicep pose. Side chest, from what we can see here, we're not seeing the lags, but we're safe to assume Dorian Yates not the best in the lag department here in 1997, and Coleman, his lags were really hitting a stride here by the late 90s. And as far as the upper body, there's just no argument that says Dorian would beat Ronnie Coleman. His pecs are torn and flat, and he's older. Age-wise, Dorian was never the oldest man, but that high intensity, that high impact type of training that he did, it wears away the body, as you can see. Ronnie Coleman looks like a young stud here, just a horse. Definitely taking this pose. The side tricep again, much like the front lat spread, we would be safe to assume that he would win this, considering Ronnie Coleman not the best shot. And this is a screenshot, a rusty old screenshot, and it's not the best to do the judging, but good striations in Ronnie Coleman's tricep for sure. Dorian Yates, he's a lot bigger and thicker, but he's thicker everywhere. That midsection, he's just a big ball of vascularity. He's turning into what I guess Branch Warren evolved into. He's losing aesthetics. He lost all of the flow to his physique. And yes, it is a bad angle. And I'm not really going to judge this one anyway, guys. So it's pretty much a write-off due to the screenshot. Ronnie Coleman, a clear one, though. Let's have a look at the back development. And nobody can really argue that Dorian Yates wasn't on top of his game here in 97. As far as this pose is concerned, his back, the thick meat, the traps, he's really dwarfing Ronnie Coleman in that department. Ronnie Coleman, though, this is a screenshot again. But still, we would see bigger traps even in this pose if they were going to be doing battle with Ronnie Coleman. And even in the lats here, Ronnie does look good in the lags, though. Look at that. Glutes, hamstrings, even from this blurry picture, you can still see the conditioning of the hamstrings. Incredible, but still not enough. I would definitely give this one to Dorian. Now, the rear double bye, this gives us a glimpse of the clarity of a good shot here of Ronnie Coleman. Definitely see the conditioning. And Dorian is better as far as the conditioning is concerned. Now, no, he doesn't have the shape that Ronnie has in the arms. Look at that. He has much more flow and perfect X-frame, so to speak. But when you break it down to brass tacks, the muscle for muscle, look at Dorian's traps. They're just massive. But guys, that's one pose. And say two poses, including the rear lat spread. Was Ronnie Coleman not destroying him in the front double and probably the side as well? Well, there's no ab and thigh, so we're right into the most muscular, which was not really a judged venue, wasn't a judged position pose. But if it was, Ronnie Coleman would be killing Dorian here. Dorian's big, he's vascular, he probably even weighs more than Ronnie Coleman does by a couple of pounds. But who knows? It's probably very close. But shape-wise, the arms, the flow, much better for Ronnie Coleman. So this, like I said at the beginning, guys, you could get yourself into trouble with this one, but hey, I'm not really that scared because this morning I gave Ronnie Coleman an edge in a matchup and you guys were mad. So, you get mad at me again, guys. Ronnie Coleman, 1997. I prefer his physique over the broken down arm of Dorian Yates, with all due respect, but it was because of that arm. It's a very glaring omission, guys. When you're champion, he looks like he's in pain. Looks like he need to call it for an ambulance. I mean, his arm, just a couple of pounds of meat hanging off that bone. Not much at all. Anyway, guys, give me your worst and expect one more fan-requested Friday matchup. Have a great day.